Hi there, Leo. Welcome to 2020. Happy New Year! It's New Year's Eve right now as I'm doing these videos, so we can't get closer than that to do it for your predictions. So this year I'm adding something new. I'm going to be having an extended video that you can click on below this, and it's going to bring you to a new site called Patreon, and you subscribe and you're going to get all kinds of other goodies. So you get extended videos, extended reports, other things that I might upload specific for your sign, or if you click on the astrology, maybe there's more astrological stuff. If you like tarot, there's more tarot related things. And I'm going to be building this up over time, but the initial thing is that you get your extended YouTube videos for subscribing. So I hope you do that. I also hope that you checked out the general video for January, because I go into depth about this upcoming aspect, astrological aspect of a stellium in Capricorn, meaning a cluster of planets in Capricorn. And I'm going to talk about how that's affecting your particular chart in the extended reading. Now, first of all, we're going to do our usual 3 cards. So if you have any sage or incense, you might want to burn it with me. It's a good time to purify for the new year. We're going to just ask Archangel Michael for the highest messages for us today, for Leos. I'm just going to cleanse the cards. All right. Hopefully you've had a lovely holiday season and you're ready to start the new decade. Here we go. All right, Leo, so your first card is the Hermit. Your next card is the Princess of Swords. And the next card is the Emperor. So the Hermit, you've definitely been taking some time out, or you need some time out. Maybe you desperately need some time alone. The Hermit's a strong message to cut out activities, cut back on socializing, spending more time in solitude, spending more time resting, doing quieter activities, reading or journaling, going for walks alone, meditation, speaking at a very intimate and private level with somebody can also be sometimes part of the Hermit. There's definitely a feeling of needing to go within and feeling saturated with life. Usually the Hermit withdraws because they just feel like everything, I'm up to here. I need to process this now. So he goes in the cave, which, isn't a cave anymore. Your metaphor of a cave, whatever that is, and you cocoon and you regroup and you settle your head. So you might be needing to settle your head because of this person. This is the Princess of Swords. It's a woman. Sometimes it's a guy, but it's usually a young woman in some sort of distress. She's usually very clever, and she's gutsy. She'll stand up to people. She'll take risks. Sometimes they're stupid risks, though. She doesn't think things through. She just, she can be a bit know-it-all, show-off, combative at times. And her life's not very stable, but but it's like, come on, I'll fight you kind of person. Now, this could be anybody to you. It could be somebody that you've been trying to help, someone that you're worried about, someone that is constantly in a crisis. But at the same time, the Princess of Swords, the crisis is of her own making. So I don't know exactly whether this person is around you now and this is who you need to rest from, or if you need to regroup and then here she comes as a test or something. But the thing to remember with the Princess of Swords is that, like I said, she'll be distressed genuinely, and as a Leo, you're usually inclined to help and provide and encourage and motivate But in her case, you're going to see that there's a part of this girl who enjoys crisis. And so no matter what you do to help her, it's never going to be enough. It's a bottomless pit. So if there's such a person around you, you'll probably need to pull back or not offer so much of yourself because you're personally needing a break and needing a rest. Now, the interesting thing is the Emperor here shows up. Now, this could be someone around you who is like a strong male presence or authority. The Emperor can sometimes mean companies and governments and institutions sometimes. So it's hard to say with, you have to gauge the severity of this Princess of Swords. Is this just your average person who is chronically frustrated with work or chronically frustrated with, there's always a problem, but it's not like a huge problem. It's like an annoyance, or it's nothing that's putting her life in danger, or it's nothing that's putting her security at risk too badly. That's a different story. If it's somebody that really feels like they're in a lot of distress and unstable in a dangerous way, then the Emperor could show up as authority in terms of, like I said, could be anything. Could be institutions, could mean like police, hospitals, psychiatry, stuff like that. But also, it could mean a parent figure, like if the male parent or the stronger authoritarian parent is the one, or grandparent who can take over, who can influence this girl, who can set her straight. It's going to take the energy of an emperor, that level of authority, that level of discipline, that level of strictness to set her straight. So this can play out a number of ways, right? If this is a daughter and the Emperor is your husband or her grandfather or whoever she'll listen to, then you take that hermit space, pull back and rest, and regroup, and let somebody else step in and help. If you feel that you're the Emperor here, then first you need a rest maybe before you go in and do that kind of level of intervention with this person. And if this is somebody more on the periphery, like whether it's, I don't know, a friend, a cousin, a coworker, and you feel like you're just sort of fried listening or trying to help this person, they might be up against a situation where life is sort of going to force them to, and that would be with like an outside authority. So like I said, a hospital of some sort, legal matters, something that makes the person stop and take stock of their life. So, you might have some genuine concern for this person, but I also get a feeling that you're pretty burnt out of the situation and you've done all you can do. And you really need a rest, Leo. Leave the social work to the social workers, leave the helping on certain levels to the lawyers and the doctors, and you know what I mean? Like, recognize your limits, what's your job and what's not your job, how much you can help and not help. Like, recognize your limits, because with the Hermit here, it's like you desperately need some time to just sit and sift through your life and let your dust settle, let your head settle, let your body settle back into position, and get grounded and strengthen yourself and rest. So if you're interested to stick with me for the extended reading, we're going to keep going with the cards and what's coming up for the month, and we're going to go into the astrology and what that means for your sign. So I hope you stick with me. If not, you can reach me for readings at river-rain.com or Clairvoyant Medium Catherine Allen on Facebook. All right. Have a happy new year.